Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the FIFA 20 Charlton Athletic career mode. We are about to start a new career. Little spoiler, guys. Last night I uploaded the FIFA 19 Charlton career mode finale, and you do not want to miss it. If you haven't seen it, I'm about to spoil it, so I'll give you 5 seconds from right now, and then I'm going to announce exactly what happened, which was that Charlton ended up winning the Europa League in 2023, I think. So 5 seasons in total is what it took. Now, we did set the objective to be winning the Champions League, and that is, well, where we fell a little bit short, I suppose. And that is what we're going to do, try and do, I should say, in the FIFA 20 career mode. Now, for once in FIFA's lifespan, there have been some actual... Oh, why can't we download the latest squads? Oh, I already have the latest squads. Okay, so I guess we'll just use the current squads. But what I was going to say is that for once in FIFA's lifespan, in the last sort of 5 years, I suppose, there have been some actual semi-drastic changes, I should say, to FIFA career mode. So we're going to go into a manager career, and the first thing that you will see that's different is that we can design our own manager. We actually get the Charlton badge if we take a jacket or a blazer or whatever, which is cool. I'm actually going to take the time to design the manager, and I'll be right back. Alright, to be fair, that looks a little bit like me. There's not a lot we can do with the forehead, which mine needs to be a little bit bigger than this, to be fair. But I am going to stick a cap on, a black cap on, the one that I'm wearing right now. Ooh, now I look really different though. Never mind, we'll go with it. It doesn't look that much like me, but we'll live with it. And outfit-wise, I'm just basically in all black. It's a bit boring, but I think we're going to go for it. So I'll advance. Let me know in the comments how much, on a scale of 1 to 10, you thought that manager looked like me. You might have to backtrack by 5 seconds. But here we go, guys. In the Championship, the transfer budget for Charlton Athletic is 2.6 million. I can't remember what it was last time, but I think that it was a little bit similar, maybe even less than that. I don't know. But we also have very low domestic success, very low continental success expectations, medium youth development, low brand, and low financial. So, you know, they don't want too much from us, to be perfectly honest. Our third kit's not in there, but our nice black away kit is. I don't imagine you'll find... Oh, okay, Luton have got a smaller budget than us. Millwall, very similar. Preston and QPR, very similar. What about Barnsley? Yeah, Barnsley have got slightly more than us as well. Anyway, let's select Charlton Athletic, the 2.5-star team, living life now in the Championship, and we will get on to selecting our stuff. Match difficulty, world class. Yep, that's absolutely fine. All of this is fine. Transfer window enabled. Let's just edit our stadium. And as always, we will call it The Valley. And we are going to keep it on the default because it's about right for Charlton, to be perfectly honest. Apply and exit. So that's it, boys and girls. We'll advance into the career mode as it loads up. We are going to discuss a little bit about the sorts of areas on the pitch that we want to strengthen in the first transfer window. Now, last season, a lot of you were saying sort of don't really change the squad too much in the first transfer window. Keep it realistic, and I hear that. So as ever, I will limit myself to 2 signings in the first transfer window. And January might be when things kick off a little bit more in that regard. We've got a lot of loan players though, so we need to start investing in some players that are actually going to stay on our books and we can grow for the future. But again, we're starting life in the Championship with a probably similarly rated squad, maybe even a little bit of a worse squad than we did last season in League One in FIFA 19. So it's going to be an interesting dynamic, to be fair. So as per usual, we have some invites to pre-season tournaments. And, which one shall we pick? Because they're very, very closely rated in terms of their prize money. So I'll probably go, I don't know many of these badges. I see Sunderland in this one. Let's go for this one. Let's just do it. The difficulty was all about the same, I believe. I didn't actually properly take in that the star rating difficulty. But here we are in the brand new FIFA 20 career mode. So far, the only thing that looks that different, really, is the whole sort of like pinky vibe that's going on here. We also have a notifications tab, which is interesting. That's new. Let's explore some of these new features and see our squad as well. In fact, first things first, let's look at our squad. Okay, let's look at our squad. So apparently we're, by default, put into a 4-5-1 with Williams on the left, Lecco on the right. That's not quite right, I don't think, unless... I don't know, that doesn't seem quite right. The player ratings are just off. They just are, like, Pearce and Lockyer, they've been underrated a little bit. Pratley's been underrated a little bit. Williams just absolutely doesn't make sense being that rating. Taylor's underrated. Gallagher, I know he's largely unknown, but he's underrated. So we're not working with a fantastic squad in terms of their rating for the championship here. We're going to have to be very, very smart about our business and our 2 transfers. And yeah, just hope we can survive in the championship in this first season. If we do manage to get some good signings, maybe we can push for those upper echelons of the league. But I don't know. To be honest, I just don't know. It's completely unknown of sort of what sort of area we're going to be in and around in the season. So we've got 3 scouts here. They're pretty good scouts. We've got Sam Morris, Liam Ward, and Peko Pitu. He's actually available, so let's dispatch him to, let's say, Italy maybe? Yeah, I feel like Italy would be a good place to scout. I know that a lot of people prefer me to keep the transfers English. Largely, I will try and do that. But, you know, if there's a good foreign player, I can't turn my nose up at them. So we'll keep a scout in England. We've got a scout also in Scotland. And we've got somebody who is heading to Italy as well. So a nice little blend of areas that we might be able to sign some players from. So straight off the bat, the 5 players, or 4 players actually, that I'm training here are going to be Bon, Morgan, Lapsley and Sarpong Wiradou. Morgan gets a double up on his training drills, his attacking scenarios and his dribbling is what we're looking at for Morgan to improve on. We've also got Lapsley, Bon and Sarpong Wiradou in there, and we'll see how quickly these boys can grow. And then obviously if we sign young players, we might have to chop and change this. But as ever, very, very important for youth players to come into Charlton and to grow, and all of these boys tick those boxes. So I think going forward, the formation that I want to use is the 4-3-3. I think that's just my preferred formation in game, and Charlton just about have the personnel to sort of start off the career mode with it. Obviously, I will need to make some signings. I think right back is an area we need a bit of strengthening. Unfortunately, we don't have Williams at the moment in this career mode. Inevitably, he'll be put into the Charlton squad in like a week or 2, and that's going to be really annoying. But for now, that is an area we need to look at bringing someone in. Obviously, I need another left winger so that Johnny Williams doesn't have to play out wide. And also central midfielders, because a lot of these guys are either old or on loan. So, yeah, central midfielders are an area in which we need to strengthen. Do you know what as well? We had a little glitch a little while ago. I think it was on FIFA 18. Must have been FIFA 18. Where Jay Da Silva was not considered part of the Chelsea squad. He was actually considered a Charlton player. So this is leading me to think, is Conor Gallagher going to actually be considered a Charlton player? Or is he going to return to Chelsea on at the end of his loan spell? Let's actually have a look at that. So Maloney's on loan. That's fine. Gallagher, it seems, has a contract with us. A 2-year contract. Okay, interesting. So we get Conor Gallagher for free here. This changes everything. Yeah, so Kyle Field, Cullen and Lecco are all on loan. And, I've just realised as well, no Tom Ahmed. No Tom Ahmed in the Charlton career mode. That is also a massive shame. We're just going to have to deal with it, guys. If you want me to restart the career mode, just because we don't have Williams and Hemed and you think it's going to severely weaken us, then comment below whether you'd want me to restart this again and we can just, play around with it for now. I think we're fine. I personally think we're fine. We'll make some signings. Maybe we'll even sign Hemed. Maybe we'll even sign Williams. I don't know. It's very, very difficult because the game hasn't released properly yet, and that's the reason why we're running into some of these sorts of issues. So yeah, let me ponder it and also leave your thoughts down in the comments. So there's a new feature in FIFA 20 which is player chat. So you can see I've got a notification on the player chat tab up there in the top left, and also I've just got this email through to my inbox that says I've noticed that for the upcoming match against Heracles Almelo, I'm just going to say that, your choice of captain is lacking the leadership trait. Might I suggest you name Jason Pearce instead, as his leadership skills will have a beneficial impact over his teammates during the match? Ultimately, it's all up to you. So I obviously don't want to just randomly strip Chris Solly of the captaincy trait. And for me, it's FIFA's fault that they haven't given him the leadership trait. I see why Pearce has it and why they would suggest Pearce to be a good captain. But I don't want to take that away from Chris Solly. Are you mad? I don't know what to do here. So over in the player chat, on behalf of the whole team, I'd like to give you a warm welcome at Charlton. So this is Chris Solly doing the chatting. So let's reply. Again, I don't know how really to go. Like, nice to meet you two is clearly the wrong option. We've got work to do is like, let's get down to business. And excited about the future is like, I think these two are the good options. I'm going to go for excited about the future. Okay, that's had a positive impact on our morale. Really happy to join you, lads. I'm really excited about what we will achieve together. That's brilliant. So very, very simple, and it has boosted the confidence of the team ahead of this game. against Heracles. I'm going to say Heracles. We're going to get into this game with the new 4-3-3 formation, and guys, we are going to simulate it. If anything goes wrong, I will jump into the next few games because I do want the money prize at the end of this. Okay, there we go. Lyle Taylor. Wait. There's no live ticker. It just literally does that. Okay, that's, again, different. The goal symbol's different. Things are different. It's creeping me out, bro. Lyle Taylor with the goal anyway to give us the victory there. And I just need to double check that I didn't accidentally skip that, because for me, it just seemed like there was no ticker. Do you know what I mean? When it shows you what's happening sort of live. That's interesting. That is interesting. There's a transfer offer that has come in here for Naby Sarr. Don't really have much interest in selling him, so we'll ignore it. So let's have another look at this. We'll get into the simulated match against ADO Den Haag. Who are they, Dutch or are they Belgian? I'm not sure. And I think, yeah, it just skips. We lost it 1-0, which is obviously not ideal, but it just skips to the end of the match, which means we instantaneously see what the score is, which kind of takes away the excitement of it, but also gets things done more quickly. So, you know, positives and negatives here. And what I was saying about Conor Gallagher earlier is that we can actually train him, because he's literally going to be one of our own players now, which means I might have to abandon the training of Sarpong Wiradou in favour of the training of Conor Gallagher. I think that is what we're going to have to do. So let's get a little bit of training underway, and immediately George Lapsley with an increase to his finishing and shot power goes up from a 60 to a 61. Albie Morgan will not far be behind him. Again, Macaulay Bonne as well won't be too far behind him, I don't think, in improving by 1 or 2 ratings. So yeah, Conor Gallagher into the training regime, and hopefully in the future he can be a star for Charlton. So guys, the way we're going to end off the first episode of the FIFA 20 Charlton career mode is to see if we do beat Groningen and therefore progress to the knockout rounds of this tournament. We do. We get the 2. I keep forgetting that it goes in immediately, but we do get the 2-1 win with Lecco and Lyle Taylor bagging the goals, which should do a world of good for our squad. I'm interested to see how this whole morale thing is going to impact our squad and our career mode in general. Also, don't forget, dynamic player potential is a new feature. Now, that means that for players that are older, like Lyle Taylor, even if they start sort of getting to like 32, 33, if they're scoring and playing well, their rating's not going to go down, which is really, really good and something that I've wanted to see for a long while in FIFA career mode. So there are some things that we still need to work out, some mechanics and stuff like that, but that is going to be it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. There's much more to do. Next time we'll obviously start shortlisting players on the transfer hub and different things in regards to looking at players incoming into the club. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, guys. I'll see you next time. Don't forget to hit the like button and also subscribe. I'll see you soon, and sweet.